Hey guys, how's it going? Today we have war number 10 of season 50. Our team is going to be Venom, Knull, and Onslaught. Here in section 1, we're taking path 7, and threw on a combat regen boost for this because Mantis cannot tranquilize you while you have regeneration active, so that makes it so you can parry freely at the start of the fight, which is very nice. First two fights are with Venom. That fight was 21 seconds, very quick for a rank 3 Mantis. Next up is just a rank 2 Penny, and this fight will be a little bit slower just because I have to build up clarity before I can actually go for the nuke. So I'm going to go for parry light while clarity is not active. That way I can get my clarity active sooner. This next one I should have parry heavied just to get the armor reset, and it still would have given me the 2 on my clarity timer, but it doesn't really matter that much. There I stopped my combo just a little bit early, so she'd throw a special one, and then her auto block fails because of clarity, and she just bleeds out there. So another very quick fight. Not really much to it with Venom. Basically just getting clarity active is the only thing to those. Next up we have Silver Surfer, and I have full suicides on now. I have max despair, max inequity, and that's going to be my setup for the entire rest of the war. So this fight, I could have used Venom, I could have used Knull, but I didn't really want to nullify his buffs, and so I just went in here with Onslaught. Should be pretty straightforward, easy fight. I missed that heavy attack there, so I instantly threw my special one to counter, so I wouldn't get comboed. But there I had a little bit better spacing. I should not have thrown that second heavy attack there. It was a massive lapse in judgment. I'm not sure what my whole thought process was. But I also wasn't planning on pushing to special 2 this fight, but those power gains gave him a lot more power than I had actually anticipated. And now my buffs were not paused, or my debuffs were not paused, so my special 2 isn't going to hit for anything. I don't have power backs on because I have to do all the rest of my fights are cosmic, or that's not even true. I have several one more Onslaught fight as well, but for some reason I didn't have power backs on. So here I'm going to bait his special one, or his heavy attack, to get my special 1 off, and he blocks it, which it's honestly fine if they block Onslaught special 1 because he does not do a lot of damage with it. Most of it is just the neuroshock damage, and here I should have just thrown my special 1 to finish that combo, and it would have ended the fight a little bit earlier, but oh well. That was definitely my longest fight so far, at 1 minute and 37 seconds, even with full suicide, so it's a little bit rough. Next up, I could have used either Venom or Onslaught here, or not Onslaught, Knull here, but I decided I would use Knull since I didn't really want to turn suicides back off and then turn them on again. So I figured I'd just use Knull. He'll keep himself pretty much capped up from the poison. Take a little bit of damage from recoil, but it shouldn't be too bad. And once the actual, corruption activates, I should be able to just nuke him down. I did just 4 combo there, so I could finish off this combo into a special, and he goes down. So got a little bit of healing back from turning my 1 armor break into corruption again, I think, but one way or the other, not really that big of a deal. I think I threw 1 small potion in. Throw on an invuln here. Here, the game plan was to push him to special 3, so I don't have to worry about his special 1 and special 2 wait times. And I missed my parry to start, which was unfortunate, and then I missed another parry. So far, not too good. I do want to just medium to build up my clarity, so that won't be too bad. He is very generous with not throwing his special attacks there. And then here, I thought I would try to bait his special 2 just because I already got my special 1 off, so I don't need power again. But he didn't want to throw it, so I just go for it. Initial game plan was to just bait a special 3, or have him throw a special 3. But he's kind of generous there and doesn't even throw his special 3, so saved on a little bit of fight time at least, which we are definitely not winning in fight time this war. So next up, I have Iron Man Infinity War on node, I believe this is 38. I think that last node was 37. This one's 38. So yeah. Going in here with Knull, just medium until Clarity is active, and get my Clarity active, throw my special 1. Now I can Dex if I want to. I don't need power anymore. So I do throw a couple more mediums, get a couple more corruptions active. That way you get a few more armor breaks. But there I get a couple of crits. They do a lot of damage. Here, get a few more crits. I was hoping that would crit on that last hit and he'd die, but he did not. So one way or the other though, that fight was pretty quick, very easy. And next up we have the fight I was most worried about this war is this rank 3 Weapon X on node 42, 43? I think it's 43. Yeah, it's 43. So here the game plan is to go straight to a special 2. I used an invuln instead of a power start 1 because Weapon X can be very Weasley with his aggressiveness when he's in his berserk mode. So I get there, I have my debuffs paused. My pause falls off, but I can't really bait a heavy to extend the pause now. So biggest goal is just under a bar of power for him and just under 2 bars of power for me, which here he obliges and throws a heavy attack, which I'd done a lot of duels and I'd never got him to throw a heavy attack right there before. So that sped that up a lot and was able to throw my striker into special 1 and he goes down. I lost 5% health in that fight, which I was the most worried about that fight, and it went very well. So I was extremely happy about that. But next up we have Quicksilver on the boss node. This is the final fight of the war, my 8th fight this war, and I'm doing it with Knull, and I practiced against him several times, and I didn't have AI like this in any of them because this fight goes south very quickly. Well, it's not too bad. I'm working on building my Clarity. My Clarity's active. There's just so many things in the UIs that I wasn't 100% sure what exactly was going on, if I had Clarity or if he didn't. There, I accidentally dashed back or I thought he was charging a heavy, and he was not. So now I've got 5 whiplashes on me, now 4, which those things do a lot of damage. He's entered terminal velocity, so I take an unblockable special 1. He throws that. He throws another unblockable special 1. I have 3 whiplashes on me. I'm losing this health race by a mile, but I get my special 3 off here, and that'll reduce his power gain he gets by 50%, I believe, so I can go a lot more wild. I was going to do a bunch of backdrafts and be really aggressive here, but since I had already lost this much health, I figured I would play it as safe as humanly possible. Those 3 whiplashes just did like 40% of my health. I tried to throw a light attack. I wasn't 100% sure on the spacing, didn't have it, but I can recover after that quickly enough. I throw my special 2 here, and let me check my notes really quick. The special 2 did 94,000 damage, which is kind of crazy. But ended up finishing him off with that special 1 there. Ended up soloing all my fights this war, so that's great. The war is far from over right now, though. Currently, we are ahead by 1 death, so that is very good to have the leg up on LVT at this point, but we'll see how the rest of the war goes, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.